Hello everybody and welcome back to Locked in Disney with Luke Lockwood as your host. Today we are here in beautiful Animal Kingdom, as you can tell with all the shrubbery behind me. And today we are not going to be doing any rides or shows. Well, we might pop in, but our main objective for the day is to try some fun new snacks. A lot of these snacks I've had before and a lot of them I have not. So we are gonna grab all these fun snacks. I'm gonna show you along. We're gonna try them together and then we're gonna rank them. All right, so come along with me as we try some fun snacks here in Disney's Animal Kingdom. There's the Tree of Life in all its glory. It's looking very nice with the clouds behind it. Good day here in Animal Kingdom. Alrighty everybody, as you can probably tell, my ice cream sandwich is a little melty. I walked over to the spot where we're gonna get our next snack. But let's give this ice cream sandwich a bite here. That was really, really good. All over my face. You can see in there, it melts very fast, but the cookie dough is super, super good. The brownie and the vanilla ice cream, it all complements it very, very well. Let's give it another bite here. Yeah. Very, very good. All right, here we are with our first snack of the day here from Terra Treats. This is the cookie dough brownie ice cream sandwich for $8. It's a really big size, but you got the cookie dough on the top with vanilla ice cream and a brownie layer on the bottom. Let's give this a try, huh? Before a seagull eats it. Jeez. As I'm getting down to it, you can see it's getting a little messy, but honestly, it's still pretty durable. It held up for a long time in the heat, so just this bottom part is starting to get a little gushy and gross, but overall, it holds up pretty good. This snack is very, very shareable. I'm not going to rank it yet because we still have some more snacks to try. One downside, it melts super, super fast, but this is a very shareable snack. A great dessert, probably one of the best desserts I've had here on Disney property. So that is here at Terra Treats. I forgot to show you where it is, but it's right on Discovery Island before you enter into Africa. So I'll show you that when we head back on over to Africa later. But so far, we're off to a great start on this snack crawl. I feel like this is going to be high on the list. Let me just say two more things about this snack, then we'll move on to our next one. Like I said, it does hold up good. Bring some water because my mouth is very dry after that and very messy, but bring some water because I'm very thirsty. And the other thing to note as well, I did hear that these sell out pretty quickly. So if you want one, make sure you prioritize that and get it ahead of time. But very, very good sandwich. I'm glad I tried it. So let's move on to our next snack. Our next snack is going to be found here at the Pongu Pongu stand here in Pandora. So Pongu Pongu stand for our next snack. Let's see what it is. If you know me, you know I love a good spring roll, and that is what we got here today from Pongu Pongu. Pongu Pongu has a lot of great things. They have a giant pretzel, which I have not had yet, but we're trying to keep it within budget a little bit. It's $13, very shareable, and it's just me today. But they also have, before I talk about my spring roll, they also have a great drink called the Night Blossom. This is one of my favorite frozen drinks on property. It's pickly pear with, I forgot the other flavor, apple, I believe. Oh my gosh, it is so, so good. Definitely get a Night Blossom. We'll save that for another video. Today, we have another one of my favorite things that you can find at Pongu Pongu. The Pongo Lumpia, Lumpia, okay? The Pongu Lumpia. Yeah, I think I said that right. This is a pineapple cream cheese filled spring roll. Like I said, if you know me, you know I love a good spring roll. The pizza ones over at Hollywood Studios that we tried, they also have the cheeseburger spring rolls in Magic Kingdom. I love a spring roll. This is one to add to your list of spring rolls and snacks to try. I did have to put on my sunglasses. It's getting a little sunny, but let's dive into this thing here. It looks like, if you can tell, there's some sugar on there. It's oozing out, so let's just go for it and take a bite here. This is one of those snacks that I've had before and I keep coming back for. It is so, so good. Not only is it cream cheese and pineapple, but there's actual chunks of pineapple in there. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see that. Chunks of pineapple and super good cream cheese. It's a sweet but tangy, sour, savory snack. It is so, so good. You can get it. It tastes kind of like a breakfast. Get it in the morning. Get it for dessert. Get it for just because. So, highly recommend the Pongo Lumpia from Pangu Pangu. You cannot beat it. And it is only $3.79. So it's a pretty big spring roll for only $3.79. It's a good cheap snack when you're here in Pandora or in Animal Kingdom. So 10 out of 10 recommend, and I love the little sugar on there as well. One more thing that I really love about this snack is that they fill it up. It's not a dinky little spring roll like you'll find. The other spring rolls that they sell in Disney are really good, but sometimes they are a little small and lack the filling inside. These are filled all the way up. They're bigger than the regular spring rolls. Obviously, you just get one, but even if you get two, they're cheaper than the other spring rolls for a pack of two, and they're bigger. So you can see like everything's oozing out. There's plenty of cream cheese in there and pineapple. So if you love cream cheese, you love pineapple, you love spring rolls, this is a must. So good. All right. That's a snack we've had, but let's move on to a new snack that's very popular that I have never had before. But get the spring roll. It's pretty good. The Pangu Lumpia. Whatever, it's good, okay? We are headed out of Pandora, the world of Avatar, to head to our next snack. And while we're walking, I did want to mention that most of these snacks you can get with the dining credit for a snack. I'll tell you if it's worth it or not. I do know the Pangu Lumpia you can get as a snack credit. It's only $3, so use your best judgment. But most of these snacks today, you can use your snack credit on if you're on the Disney dining plan. And I'll let you know otherwise if you cannot. Our next snack is coming from just across the way there at that hut. That is going to be the 8 Spoon Cafe. Let's see what I got right on over there. All right, here is a look at what we got today. We got the pulled pork mac and cheese from 8 Spoon Cafe. Now, this used to, I'm pretty sure, being on the dining plan as a snack credit. It is no longer, okay? This was about $14, but look at it's listed as a snack. This can easily be a lunch split between 2 or 3 people. Look at that. It's got the mac and cheese, coleslaw, barbecue sauce, and crispy onions on top of the mac and cheese. This looks so good. I cannot wait to try it. Let's stop yapping and get to it, huh? All right. We have made it in a nice secluded area back here, back behind Flame Tree Barbecue and 8 Spoon Cafe. You can find this nice seating area. There's seats down by the water. It's a very nice shaded area. This is a great place to go. But let's dive into this barbecue mac and cheese. So there's pulled pork, like I said, pulled pork, coleslaw, crispy onions on this mac and cheese. Let's get a bite with everything on there. Look at that. That looks pretty good. Let's try a bite. Wow, that is one of the best things I've ever had. I know I'm saying that a lot with a lot of things, but this is truly better than both the ice cream sandwich and the cream cheese thing. Now I will know, if you are into sweets, then that's the route for you. Like, go with the sweets. Those are excellent sweet treats. However, this mac and cheese is one of the best things I've ever eaten, period. Like, it's that good. Let me take another bite. This is so good. The mac and cheese is creamy. It's not overly cheesy and rich, but the pulled pork, the coleslaw, the crispy onions, and look at the portions, they put a lot on there. Like, I don't know if you can see, like, look at all that pulled pork on there with the mac and cheese. It just all works together. If you love barbecue and mac and cheese like I do, those are two of my favorite foods. This is top notch. So I recommend this one 110%. I feel like I'm gonna say that about everything because I'm not getting snacks that I don't like, but that's okay. This one truly is the bomb, okay? Yeah, I think I'm gonna post my rankings later, but as of now, this is sitting at number 1. All right, it's pretty darn good. So number 1, it's gonna be tough to beat this. We're gonna try some other good snacks today, but it's gonna be tough to beat this mac and cheese. Here's a look at it all mixed up here with the mac and cheese and the barbecue and all the pulled pork. Such a good treat. And then also I did just want to show you this seating area. So we got some seats down there and all around. It's a nice area with all the trees. Really, really nice. I did not finish every snack so far. Like, I left a little bit out there to eat. This one I'm gonna be pretty close to finishing. It's really big, but this is my first like real meal of the day. I wanted to get the ice cream sandwich before it ran out, and then the Pangu Lupai. I was right over there, so I wanted to get that. But this is like my first real meal of the day, and I would come here just for this. Like, I'm definitely gonna come back to Animal Kingdom just to get this mac and cheese. All right, let's take one more bite, and then we'll move on to our next snack. But one more bite here. So good. One thing I will say, one thing I would add, I'd like a little bit more barbecue sauce. I will say, the first initial bites were very filled with barbecue because it was on the top. Maybe I didn't mix it well enough, but I could use just a little bit more barbecue in there for just the amount of pulled pork and mac and cheese they put in, which is a good thing. They're not skimpy with the meat or the mac and cheese, so that's good. But I could use a little bit more barbecue sauce in there. I think that would just make it that much better, but still a great dish, and you really can't go wrong. I did just want to show you this nice seating area. So down this path, this is just down from 8 Spoon Cafe and Flame Tree Barbecue. There's some nice seating down there. There's a nice little gazebo with seats. And then I'm sitting at these nice tables as well, just right above here. So a really, really nice shaded area, a lot of trees to sit and enjoy your food. All right, well, we did finish our mac and cheese, obviously. That was really good. I am gonna change something up a little bit. I was thinking while I'm here eating the mac and cheese, it might be hard for me to rank sweets and savories together. So what I'm gonna do is do my 3 sweet treats and my 3 savory treats, and we'll rank those in order on how I like them, and then I'll pick my favorite overall from each. Just because it might be hard to rank like an ice cream sandwich and mac and cheese because they're completely different things. So we're gonna get 1 more sweet treat and then 2 more savory treats, and we'll rank 3 and 3 from there. All right, but so far, this is our only savory treat, so it's number 1, but that was pretty darn good. All right, so reminder, 8 Spoon Cafe, you can also get it at Flame Tree Barbecue. Come sit behind Flame Tree Barbecue across from 8 Spoon Cafe. A lot of shade, a lot of nice tables. All right, so we are going to head on after the mac and cheese. I could talk about it for hours, but we're going to move on and go try a new snack next. All right, let's go. I don't know if you can see above me, but there's a random rain cloud, so I'm currently getting like sprinkled on, which feels nice because I was getting a little warm. But we are moving on into Asia, where we are going to grab our next savory snack. We're going for another savory, then we'll do 1 sweet and 1 savory to cap it all off. But let's go find our next savory snack here in Asia. Here we are at Mr. Kamal's for our next spot, the Mr. Kamal's seasoned fries. That's what we're going for next, here at Mr. Kamal's in Asia. And here's the building, Mr. Kamal's. I showed you the menu, but here's the building right here in Asia, just outside of Discovery Island, Mr. Kamal's. Here is our next savory snack, the seasoned fries from Mr. Kamal's. These were $6.99 and it comes with a sriracha ranch. You can see it's all over my hands. But these look pretty good. I've never had these before. So once again, $6.99, and you can use your snack credit on it if you're on the Disney dining plan. We have our fries here from Mr. Kamal's, the seasoned fries. They look pretty good, so let's give it a try. Get the tree of life in the background, a nice little shot. Let's give it a try here. A seasoned fry from Mr. Kamal's. They're pretty good. It's not a very strong seasoning. It's definitely more seasoned than like a regular fry. I feel like it might be like paprika or something. I mean, you can tell they're seasoned. Like, they're very clearly not regular fries. They're really good. I mean, they came out fresh. They're not as seasoned as I would expect seasoned fries to be, if that makes sense. I feel like the fries at like Five Guys, like that get seasoned, like the Cajun ones, that's kind of what I was expecting here. And they're not as heavily seasoned. So they're pretty good overall. Alrighty, next let's try it with the sriracha. It was some sriracha mayonnaise that it came with. So let's give these fries a dip in the sriracha mayonnaise. I think that's the way. Dip it in the sriracha mayonnaise. That was much better. And like I said, these fries aren't bad. They're just not very strong with seasoning. So the sriracha mayonnaise kind of brings it up that next level. And I really like it dipped in here rather than alone. They do also have ketchup, so if you want to dip them in ketchup, you can do that as well. But overall, they're pretty good. They're nothing like crazy or outstanding. I wish they were a little stronger on seasoning. And they look very seasoned. They look very good. And they were fresh. So not too much more you can ask for. I mean, it's a good snack overall. But yeah, solid, I would say. Nothing too crazy, just kind of mediocre. But I would get it again. Definitely with the sriracha ranch. Or mayo, not sriracha ranch, sriracha mayo. Mr. Kamal's is located right by Feathered Friends in Flight, the show. I'm actually sitting right across from there right now. I definitely would say I want to try the other things they have there as well. The other thing they have is some dumplings. I don't exactly remember what they're filled with, but I would want to try that sometime as well. So the fries are nothing crazy, but I do want to try the dumplings, and maybe if you pair them with the fries, that might just be that much better. So overall, I'm glad I tried them, and as a reminder, they're $6.99, and you can use them with your snack credit if you have the Disney dining plan. Look guys, we found some Disney ducks. Look at the Disney ducks. Hi guys. Remember, do not feed the Disney wildlife. So I finished Mr. Kamal's seasoned fries, and they're not the greatest thing I've had. They're just to me. So not the best thing that I'll eat today or the rest of my program, but they were just fine. So I think with the sriracha mayonnaise, that makes it much better. And once again, that was another shareable snack. So definitely all of these are shareable. I am not finishing all of them except for that mac and cheese. Okay, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, Mr. Kamal's fries were not bad, but they just weren't my favorite. So if you're into some fries and you want a light snack to share with some friends and family, definitely go check out Mr. Kamal's. But let's head on to our second to last snack of the day here in Animal Kingdom. I just passed Mr. Kamal's again, and I can confirm it is chicken dumplings. So if you're into that, chicken dumplings. I'll have to come back and try those from Mr. Kamal's. Our time in Asia is coming to an end, so we are going to head on over to Africa, where we are going to find our last two snacks of the day. Here we are in Africa, where you can find the Kilimanjaro safaris, the Festival of the Lion King, and some fun other things. But today, it is taking us to the Harambe Fruit Market, where we are going to be heading to our next snack. Let's go grab it.
Alright, will do.
Here at the Harambe Fruit Market, you can try different things like the Mickey-shaped pretzel, an all-beef hot dog churro, and our snack of the day, grilled corn on the cob with African spices. Well, I'm sitting here in Africa where I have just gotten probably my most unique item, the seasoned grilled corn with African spices on it. The seasoned fries were one thing. Let's see how I do with this. With African spices, I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna like it, but I wanna give it a try, you know? It's something unique. It's very Africa around here. It's something that you won't find anywhere else, unlike the Mickey pretzels. So we got this for $5.85, something around there, from the Harambe Fruit Market, and you can get this as a snack credit if you're on the Disney Dining Plan. So keep that in mind. It is leaking green juices. If you see the green juices it's leaking, not sure about that, but hey, you know, maybe it's good. So I'm gonna point the camera down and let's unwrap it and give it a try. This is what I just unwrapped with the corn. It actually looks pretty good in the foil here, and it smells pretty good as well. So let's dive on in. There are birds circling me like crazy, so I better dive into this fast. All right, you can look, there's a lot of seasoning on there. Let's get a bite with good seasoning and let's see. That's actually really, really good. Let's take another bite here. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't expecting to like it, but that's actually really, really good. I think the seasoning on there is really good. It's grilled really well and it's nice and juicy. So yeah, this is a pretty good piece of corn here. It's not bad. I'm proud of myself for trying something new, okay? Like mac and cheese, fries, that's one thing, but a little seasoned corn, not bad. And I'm from Illinois, so we have good corn, and this corn is pretty good. So I'm not gonna complain here. I'm gonna try one more bite. It's very buttery. It's more buttery than I was expecting. I was expecting a lot more dry rub corn seasoning. And on there, it's almost like it kind of reminds me of almost like a Chex Mix seasoning on there. The African seasoning, it's almost Chex Mixy to me, which is not bad. And it's nice and buttery and juicy as well. What I also like about this snack is that it's not one of those snacks where you're gonna feel like super gross about, like pulled pork, artery clogger, like fried foods. Like I really like how it's a vegetable, but it still tastes really, really good, you know? So again, if you're like me and you like a little seasoning, but you're worried that it's gonna be too overpowering or too much, this is not it at all. Like, it's buttery and the seasoning is just enough where you can taste it more so to me than the fries, and it's still there and still present, but it's not overpowering where it's too much, too salty, and you can't taste the corn at all. So it's a good balance on the corn, I would say, for me. So not a bad treat, not a bad snack. And like I said, it's a vegetable, so you're eating healthy in Disney World with a lot of butter, but how else are you supposed to eat a vegetable, you know what I'm saying? Well, as you can tell, I've enjoyed the corn so far, and like I said, I'm from Illinois, I'm used to good corn, and this is as good as it gets. Like, it's a good piece of corn. And the seasoning is just enough. It's a really, really fun snack. And like I said, it's just different. Like, it's different than a pretzel or an ice cream bar or something like that. Like, now, if we can get Disney to find a way to make this Mickey-shaped, game over, right? Game over. Mickey-shaped corn on the cob, you've got me sold, because this is already good. turn it to a Mickey, I'm done for, okay? But A+, I've got my last bite. Definitely recommend. Well, the moral of the story there is try something new, go out of your comfort zone. Even if it's leaking green juices and you're concerned, still try it, still give it a taste, because maybe you'll like the green juices. Anyways, we have just finished. The corn is our last savory snack of the day, so we'll rank those a little bit later. But first, we have our final sweet snack of the day. Remember, we had the ice cream sandwich, the pongu, whatever it's called, the pongu lipanmu, I don't know. I can't say it, okay? I've said it before, can't say it now. And now we're gonna go get our final sweet snack, and then we are gonna rank all of them. And just so you know, the mac and cheese and the corn are the only two that I was able to finish on my own. And pretty much every snack that I've tried today, you can share with others and still have plenty of food to eat. All right, let's go get our final snack of the day. Our final snack of the day is gonna come from Tamu Tamu, which is here in Africa. We are gonna try the pineapple crisp sundae. Pineapple crisp cake, vanilla ice cream, pineapple caramel, and a crispy streusel topping for $7.49. And you see that little box there? You can use this for your snack credit as well. So we are here in Tamu Tamu, here in Africa, right by the entrance. Let's go grab our last snack of the day. Here is the pineapple crisp sundae. This looks amazing, and the cake is warm, caramely, pineapple-y goodness. It looks really, really good. And this was about $8, just under. So I'm really excited to give this a try. Let's dive in. All right, we've made it back to the same spot because why not? It's nice and empty over here. But here is our pineapple crisp cake with the vanilla ice cream and the strudel and the pineapple cake. So let's dive right on in. Get a good look at it there. All right, let's give it a try. Wow. That is really, really good. The pineapple cake is really good. There's actually chunks of pineapple in there, very similar to the spring roll we had. The streusel, I'm a big fan of streusel. So that being on top of there is really good. And they really fill it up. Like you can see it's all in there. There's some right on top of there. But this is a very, very, very yummy. The top is crispy there of the cake. It's nice and crispy and it's a little warm. The inside of the cake is a little cold, but that's okay. I mean, the ice cream is gonna make it cold anyways. So this is really, really good. Caramel, pineapple, vanilla, it really works. Very good. Here's another look at it after my first bite. You can see right in there, whoops, sorry. You can see right in there, that's some fresh pineapple pieces. We got the big wad of vanilla ice cream and this strudel along here on the side. It's super, super yummy with the caramel sauce drizzled all over. This is a very, very yummy sundae, so I highly recommend getting this one here. Very, very good. Once again, this is a theme with all of the dishes we've tried so far today. This is, once again, shareable. A really big dish with ice cream and stuff. I'm definitely not gonna finish this one because I've had a lot of sweets and a lot of food today. But it is really, really good. I would definitely recommend it. Now, is it as good as some of the other treats we've had today? That is the question. Not only that, but is it as good as the pineapple upside down cake you can find in Magic Kingdom? I'm not sure because I haven't had it in a while, but what I do know is that pineapple upside down cake is served warmer than this is. So that's a big win. But this is still really good. And I wouldn't expect like caramel and pineapple to go well together, but I really like it. And I really like the texture of it all with the streusel and the crispiness of the cake on top. So overall, a really, really, really good ice cream dish that you can share, and it is a snack credit. So if you're on the Disney dining plan, the last 3 snacks we've had, you can use your snack credit on it. So pretty good. What honestly might put it on top is all of this streusel up here. You can see I got some streusel on there with the ice cream, and then the streusel on top and all the way down. That might set it apart. Without the pineapple, this honestly, if you've ever had the pretzel bread pudding in Epcot, this is honestly a very similar dish to that, just obviously not a pretzel roll. It's a pineapple crisp cake instead. But very similar flavors that I'm getting, but this streusel on top, man, it is so, so good. I love streusel on top of my things, like peach cobbler and stuff, and that's the vibe it's giving me, and I really, really like it. Also, this ice cream is melting fast. It's a hot one today. Well, this is 100% turning into a sloppy mess, but it's a good sloppy mess at that. The pineapple cake with the streusel and the vanilla ice cream and the caramel. It's an interesting combination, but it really truly does work. And like all the other things, share it with your friends and your family, because boy am I struggling, but I also had a lot of food today. Overall, I would say this is a really, really yummy ice cream. I think I still prefer regular Dole Whip over it though, like your pineapple floats and stuff. I think for me personally, it's just a little bit more refreshing because I'm more of a savory or even a fruity. Sorry, that just cracked me up because I stopped at fruity. I know I'm gonna get bullied so hard for that, Jack. But I am more of a fruity dessert person. So normally these kinds of desserts wouldn't be my top favorite, but I think that's why I enjoy the pineapple in there. So overall, a really, really good ice cream, and I would definitely get this again, 100%. And next time I would want to share it with some of my friends, but a really, really good ice cream dish to cap off our great. One more thing that I did want to mention about the ice cream dish that I just had, the pineapple crisp cake and everything. The pineapple cake is really good. It is not a strong pineapple. So there's some pineapple chunks in there and you can taste slight pineapple-y, but it's not heavily pineapple. So you really wouldn't fully be able to tell when you get a bite with everything together. So it's definitely pineapple, but just not overbearing if you're worried about that at all. There are some good chunks. So it's very light and very refreshing. Well, it is safe to say that I am done with snacks. I am very full. I had a lot of yummy, yummy treats, but I am tapped out for the day. So it is time for our rankings. We tried 3 savory and 3 sweet snacks today. Let's start with our sweet snacks. In 3rd place, this is the bottom spot, but remember, it is still super good, just not the best out of the 3. And shockingly, I am going with the Pongu spring roll from Pandora. That's in my 3 spot. Now remember, I was raving about this and I still rave about it. It is so good. The cream cheese with the pineapple filling, super good, just not as good as the other 2. Now, my number 2 spot is actually going to go to the pineapple caramel crisp cake sundae, all right? So remember, that's that pineapple cake that we just had with the caramel drizzle and the vanilla ice cream with the streusel on top. I thought it was a really, really good ice cream. I wanted a little bit more. It got a little soggy and melted pretty quickly, maybe a little bit more caramel on top. But overall, I thought the flavors were super good. I wish the cake was a little warmer, but still, it was a really, really good ice cream sundae that I would definitely recommend for all of you to get. And I would definitely get it again and definitely share with your friends and family. In my number one spot, I have the brownie cookie dough ice cream sandwich. That one was by far my favorite out of the 3 sweets that we tried today. That one, it had everything that was good. It held together really, really well, and it didn't melt as fast. So that one is by far my number one favorite out of the 3 sweet treats we tried today. So number 1, ice cream sandwich. Number 2 is my caramel crisp pineapple cake sundae. And my number 3 goes to the Pongu spring roll from Pandora. All 3 are great options, but that's just my rankings for today. Finally, for today, we are going to rank the 3 savory treats that I tried today. Remember, those treats were the macaroni and cheese with the pulled pork on top, the corn, and the Mr. Kamal's seasoned fries. In my number 3 spot, that goes to Mr. Kamal's seasoned fries with the sriracha mayo. Remember, I thought the fries were just mediocre. They didn't stand out to me. They weren't as punchy with the seasoning, so they were just okay. I would recommend them if you want a snack. You can get it with your dining plan, but it was nothing standoutish for me. In that number 2 spot, it is going to the corn, the grilled corn on the cob from Africa, from the Harambe fruit market. I was surprisingly very impressed with this corn. I honestly came into this video thinking that it was gonna be in my 3 spot, that I was not gonna enjoy all the African seasonings on there, but it reminded me similar to like a Chex Mix flavor with the buttery corn. It really was fantastic, and it didn't make me feel as gross on the inside. Even though it was a buttery filled vegetable, it's still a veggie nonetheless, and I thought it was really, really good, especially coming from someone that's used to good corn all around me. It was a really good corn on the cob. And my number 1 spot, that leaves the pulled pork mac and cheese from 8 Spoon Cafe. That mac and cheese was by far the best thing that I had all day, maybe all of Disney World property. It was so good. We found a nice spot to eat it in, and it just hit every single taste bud in me right there. I did wish there was a little bit more barbecue sauce in that dish, but overall with the coleslaw, the crispy onions, and the pulled pork, it really hit the spot. So what do you think about my rankings? Have you tried these items before and all these fun snacks? If so, let me know. Do you think I got these rankings right? How would you rank them? I want to know. Let me know in the comments down below if you've had these items, and if you haven't, let me know if you plan on trying them. Remember, these are just my rankings, and I want to hear from you what your rankings would be for some of your favorite snacks. And if there's any snacks I missed in Animal Kingdom, let me know, and I'll have to come back and try some of those snacks in another video. Up next, I'm thinking of doing a fun video with some of the fun drinks you can find in Animal Kingdom along the way, like my Night Blossom that I snuck in and talked about earlier, and some other fun drinks like a Simba drink that we can try in a later video. Well, I had a great day here in Disney's Animal Kingdom trying all the snacks. Thank you for watching the full video. I really appreciate your support. And remember, tell me in the comments if you've tried any of these snacks. I'd love to know. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe for some new fun videos up and coming. And remember to have a magical day. Thanks for watching Locked In with Lockwood. I wanted to document, this is my walkout, and the raindrops are thick. I timed this, look at the sky. I timed this pretty poorly, but now I'm walking in my car. Oh, it's raining hard. Okay. All good. Thanks for watching Locked In Disney, everybody. I'll see you in the next video. Oh.